boy. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being a part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day, wonderful weekend. And I was sitting here thinking, what I need is, I need a small table, not real big, you know, maybe about 10, 12 inches in diameter. Just enough that I can set my lighter right there on, and maybe like, you know, a glass for some rum or something like that. Just a little teeny side table. I once made a table. It's actually too tall though. It's about this tall. And what I did with it was I laminated pieces so it's like a pie. And the funny thing about it is, so it's like 8 pieces. There's 8 joints that are in it. What happens in the springtime is the humidity and the moisture ends up opening up, and it has a little crack in it. And the amazing thing is then after spring, it goes back together, and I can't find the crack in it. It literally, the expansion in the expansion of it happens, opens it up, and then it closes back up, and you can't find it. It's actually a crazy, crazy thing. And it's one of those mysteries, you know. Wood, even though it's no longer alive, still expands and contracts. Yes, sir. Nothing? You came up? I thought you got something going on.
You do your video.
Oh, you know, you're important, so I'm just, you know,
Well,
Did you find it?
I did. You know what they have on Amazon?
What do they have on Amazon?
You can get your own platform on Amazon.
What do you mean plaque?
The YouTube plaque.
So it's not, but it's not a legitimate one though.
This is a replica.
It's a replica. Okay. All right. So and you got to pay for it.
Yeah, it's like
Guess
$8.
what?
It's $8.
He knows if this then that.
Huh?
He knows if this then that.
If this, then, and that.
That's
What
an
is-
app.
If. Remember the if thing we were doing the other day?
Oh, if app.
If
Okay.
this then that.
If then this. Oh, he knows how to use it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, sorry, people.
I know
You
you
know.
should just cut doing your video.
That's okay. It's all right. But we're here's the thing. We're transitioning for channel members. Okay. We were doing Thrive, and Thrive wasn't really built to do what we're supposed to do. Thrive is really for building a business, and what I wanted to be able to do is just be able to keep track of the people who are channel members, so that way we know how long they've been there and this, that, and the other and stuff, and then that way we can send them prizes and so on and thank them for being members and stuff. But Thrive did not quite do what we needed to do, because it's about, you know, running a business. Trying to be a business here. So it's IFFTT, I don't know what it is, was recommended by YouTube. And we were in there trying to look at it. And you know, I'm old and technology challenged, so we were having a hard time with it. But apparently Michael Anthony Fitness Reaction Gig Economy, check out his channel. He's giving you tips. If you do gig economy and stuff, he's got all the tips and stuff. Check him out, and check out my daughter too. She's about 800 away from 100,000 subscribers. Kayla Lachey Vlogs. Anyway, now back to the wood. You're like, dude, what's going on here? The wood in this house has been cut down 200 plus years ago. Antique hard pine took anywhere from 200 to 400 years to grow, right? It's no longer alive, but it still expands and contracts. And when you build stuff, you have to plan for that movement in the wood. 36 inches can expand a quarter inch. And if you don't put that in the equation of how you build, things will warp, they'll twist, they'll crack apart. It's an amazing thing there. And you can say that's true about most things in life. You have to plan for the expansion and the contraction. Now, here's an interesting one here, of course. And I will say, I started thinking about this after hearing that Brandon Aiyuk, you know, a couple days ago, he stopped following the team. He's now literally saying, trade me. I'm done with you people. And I think back to some of the contract situations where you never heard the team say, or people say they weren't going to sign Brandon Aiyuk or anything like that, or that, he's got to understand that he needs to take less of the pie and this, that, and the other, right? But you hear all of these players that get kind of upset and basically say, screw you. And of course, we haven't heard that with the Cowboys. And we got three guys that are set to get major contracts. We've heard everybody else talking about them, but none of these guys or their agents trashing the organization or anything like that, which I'd say is probably a good thing if you do like those players. We got the windows open and it's great because it's like, the fresh air is just coming in, the curtains are wide and everything else, and it's blowing the flames around, so it looks like a real good fire right now. A lot more than usual. But anyway, you know it was coming. You know it was coming. Anytime anybody is out there, the first place they always list is the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm looking on Twitter, and here it is. CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Aiyuk, and Banks. And I'm just like, really? Because the Cowboys, of course, they go out and they trade for everybody, of course. They always make all these grandiose moves. You remember, it was just yesterday. Just yesterday, they were talking about Tom Brady's talking about coming out of retirement. So, of course, the Dallas Cowboys would be the place. And even though the Cowboys have Dak Prescott, of course, Trey Lance, and Cooper Rush, that they, of course, say that the Cowboys, don't be surprised if they draft a quarterback. It's crazy, y'all. The Cowboys aren't doing anything. Here's the thing. It was funny listening to Leo Bridgewater. He was an Eagle fan and a channel member. Shout out to you. I have no problem with Eagle fans, donating money to the cause. But he was saying, I like that my team is making moves. I said, but what if they don't work out? He said, I just feel good that they're making moves, that they're trying. Well, what if the Cowboys have a plan, it's just not early on? What if the plan is let everybody blow their wad early in free agency, overspend, let's keep our powder dry, let's keep our 4 compensatory picks for next year by not overspending on somebody. Wait till everybody is down on cash, and after the draft, when you no longer get penalized for signing a free agent, when all of a sudden teams are going to be like, hey, we drafted this guy, this veteran is expendable, you have that next round of free agency, and making trades, they become a player then. I don't know if that'll happen. I hope it does. But that may be the plan. Because I can look through and say, yeah, well, making a move just to make a move, and it ends up being that it blows up in your face, doesn't necessarily mean that it was a good move. And sometimes the things you don't do are better than the things you do. I'm going to end this with this tonight. A lot of times, women will date a guy and he'll have some kind of flaws and stuff. And she always says, well, girl, I can change him. I can fix that. Well, here's the reality. You probably can't. And as much as we'd like to fix Jerry and Stephen Jones, we can't. They're going to be what they're going to be, and they're going to do things the way they want to do it. And you have 2 options. Understand they're going to do things their way, and they're not going to be what you want. Or you can move on to somebody else. And that's the reality of it. I'm too old to change. Maybe you're not. So, there you have it, good people. It's the only advice I can give you. Today was a good day. Woke up next to my perfect match. Got to work with my son. I had work to do. I was physically able to do it. And I got something to eat. And I got to spend time with you guys. To me, that's an incredible day. I want y'all to remember, each one of these days are precious. Make the most of them and make sure you let the ones know how you feel about them. Let them know you love them. I love you guys. And God willing, I'll be here saying that same thing tomorrow night. And you will be here hearing it. Don't forget our live stream tomorrow, 9 Eastern. Peace out.